Hello ladies and gentlemen, and happy Tuesday. We've got a lot to get to in this video tonight, so let's not waste any time and jump right into that forecast. First off, by taking a look at a major summer heat wave that is on the way, all thanks to a massive dome of high pressure currently sitting over the central and southern plains of the United States. As we head into tomorrow and Thursday as well, our temperatures are going to be topping out in the low to mid 90s once again, just like we saw 2 weeks ago, which is definitely not anything we want to see at this time of year. Here's your afternoon highs for your Wednesday afternoon. Mid to upper 80s right along the immediate coast, closer to 90 as you head further inland. And those temperatures will be the exact same thing across the PD and also on the border belt as well. 90 to 91 degrees, I should say, everywhere you look. On the bright side, there is some relief on the way. The same trough of low pressure that is currently driving Hurricane Fiona out to sea, this trough will actually bring our temperatures down quite a bit as well. And if you don't believe me, look at this graphic right here. Here's your forecast highs for your Thursday and Friday afternoon. Our forecast highs will be in the low to mid 90s for your Thursday afternoon. Come Friday, after this cold front comes through our area, look how big of a temperature drop that is, ladies and gentlemen. Low to mid 90s for your Thursday afternoon, mid 70s to end off the work week. A perfect way to end off the work week. Let's change topics and talk about the tropics. Hurricane Fiona is now a major Category 3 hurricane. Winds are now at 115 miles per hour, and that pressure has dropped down to 957 millibars. And while it's not unusual to see this type of pressure within these types of tropical systems, it is very, very scary to see that pressure drop down so low. And overnight last night, this hurricane went through what's called an eye wall replacement cycle, and because of that, we now have a brand new eye wall and a new eye, to say the least. And just looking at this hurricane on satellite imagery, this is just a very scary and powerful hurricane. A very clear defined eye right in there, and just plenty of convection or thunderstorms currently surrounding that eye wall, indicating winds are very, very strong, and this thing is also intensifying as we speak. Forecast models are now forecasting Fiona to become a major Category 4 hurricane, with max winds right now at 140 miles per hour come Thursday afternoon, coming very, very close to the island of Bermuda. And then as it heads into some cooler ocean waters, you might see a little drop down in pressure, but still looking at least a 100 mile per hour Category 2 hurricane heading into Nova Scotia. Here's a look at the wind forecast, and once again, major hurricane force winds are expected, especially as we head into Friday, right just to the west of Bermuda. Anywhere we see this whitish, pinkish color, that's where we're seeing winds likely well over 100 miles per hour, if not higher than that as well. And once again, possibly weakening somewhat as it heads into Nova Scotia, as it heads into some cooler waters, but still, we're still looking at winds easily over 90 miles per hour, if not 100 miles per hour, heading into Nova Scotia. Bottom line, other than rougher surf and also some enhanced rip current risk, Fiona is not any threat to the United States at all. On the other hand, I am watching this brand new tropic wave that's just formed actually within the last 48 hours. And this tropical wave, while it may not look much on satellite imagery, this thing is looking very impressive on forecasting models as it heads into the Caribbean Sea and Gulf of Mexico as well. It does have an 80% chance of becoming a depression over the next 5 days, and I know I don't have a graphic for this, but all the forecasting models right now are very, very confident that this thing will be at least a tropical storm, if not a minor hurricane, as it heads into the central Caribbean Sea. And once it starts arriving into the Gulf of Mexico, our forecasting models are kind of going in all different directions. And what we can tell by that is that the forecast confidence is very, very low at that point in time. If all the forecasting models are kind of showing the exact same thing right here as it enters the Caribbean Sea, that indicates very high forecast confidence. But as soon as the forecasting models kind of start spreading out and we have several different outliers, that's when we can say the forecast confidence is very, very low. Bottom line, even when this thing does become a named storm, it's not any threat to anybody for at least a week and a half, but obviously we'll continue to watch it, and thankfully, Fiona is not any threat to us as well, beside some rougher seas. Here's your 10-day forecast along the Grand Strand. Mid to upper 80s and lower 90s for your Wednesday and Thursday. There's that nice and refreshing fall cold front arriving on Thursday night, dropping our temperatures down into the mid to upper 70s for the end of the work week. A perfect start to the brand new weekend, and hardly any rain is in sight at all. If we do see any rain, our best chances will be next Monday or next Friday. Here's your 10-day forecast as you head further inland. Low to mid 90s for your Wednesday and Thursday. There's that nice cold front once again coming through overnight on Thursday, dropping our high temperatures back into the mid to upper 70s for your Friday and Saturday. Although we do warm up into the mid 80s come next week, still hardly any rain is in sight. And if we do see any rain, It'll be next Monday or next Friday. But look at those overnight lows, ladies and gentlemen. 52 for your overnight low on Friday and 57 for your overnight low on Saturday. I definitely would not be shocked if we do see some temperatures dropping down into the mid-40s. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is certainly a possibility with this cold front. Keep it here at Liam's Weather for all the latest information, and have a great Wednesday. Bang! Let's go! That was a great video. Frick yeah.